We're so excited to have you back on again, and we have a wide-ranging conversation today. So let's jump right into it. As you know, last night on Tuesday, the House voted to impeach DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. What's your reaction?
You know, I absolutely have been an advocate for his impeachment, I think, since day one. And I really wanted to use my social media to inform the public on what was happening, because after that first vote that was unsuccessful, I think people were just really disgruntled and disenfranchised with really politics in general, because we know so many people have been impacted by this open border. But I just want to be really transparent. You know, Alejandro Mayorkas did lie to Congress. But even, I think, more egregiously, he's really been, I think, part of the problem in what's happening at our southern border. This is not just a partisan thing, right? It's not just impacting Democrats or Republicans. This is impacting everyone around the country. So many people, from celebrities to your average Joe, have been impacted by fentanyl killing members in their family. So it was long overdue. But again, this is, I think, just the start. What we're seeing right now is this administration is really undermining the laws that we have on the books for illegal immigration in order to combat it. So we look forward to November of this year when we get a change of leadership.
Obviously, I don't need to underscore the gravity of this historic move. He's the second cabinet secretary to ever be impeached, the first one since the 1800s. So you obviously are not satisfied with his performance. But what is the impeachable offense here?
Well, first of all, again, like I had stated earlier, he had lied to Congress, but also to remember he wasn't enforcing the laws. And what he's done is really undermined the faith of the American people. He was elected to his position in order to protect our citizens and keep our country safe. And he's been doing everything that he can in order to undermine that. And remember, he was caught on a hot mic actually talking about how bad it was at the border. And then he turned around to the press and really lied to the American people. You know, his decisions as secretary, I think any good leader will tell you that even if you realize, you know, for example, someone like Biden might be wrong about something, you should counsel and then use your position to do right by the American people. And he hasn't done that. And so that's unfortunately a problem that we're facing up here in Washington. Is politics has become so partisan to the fact of, I think, people are willing to sacrifice the American people in order for their own party and agenda.
He was appointed, he was carrying out the Biden administration policy. So Democrats and some Republicans would push back on your argument and say this is just a policy dispute. What rises to that high crime and misdemeanor? And what's your response to that?
I would say that for every family member that's been impacted and lost a loved one due to fentanyl, for all the women and children that have been trafficked at the border, for all of the people caught on the terrorist watch list, and for the amount of military age males that are coming here, not from South America, not from Mexico, but from places like Africa, people on the known terrorist watch list, people, places like China. You know, that's not just a policy issue. That's a national security issue. And he is guilty of really hurting the American people.